Hello everyone. I am Igor, Igor Matias, and I am a PhD student and teaching assistant at the University of Geneva. And today I will present you the coQoL method, which stands for co-calibrating physical and psychological outcomes and consumer wearable activity outcomes in older adults. This is a short presentation of the context and the results of work done by Vlad Manea and the supervision of Katarzyna Wak. So about the motivation, imagine that we have that we need to perform a study with one or more participants, and we need to evaluate some psychological or some other aspect of these participants. So the gold standard is to use the pros, and pros means that they are participant reported outcomes. That is, the gold standards like the sleep quality assessment questionnaire, which are already evaluated and they are verified. And on the other hand, we can use the TechROS, which is the technology reported outcomes, which are less intrusive. They are more easy to use in the studies because we can just passively collect data. And these are not the gold standard. They are not wellly accepted, and they are just emerging. So here we have a lack. We can convert pros and TechROS, and we can do the opposite, but we don't know how, and we don't know the exact correlation between these two types of measurements. So on the method, we did a study with 39 patients, participants, up to 2.5 years. And basically, we took a lot of validated scales. And today we will only focus on the anxiety, depression, and the memory. And for the TechROS, we used a Fitbit Charge 2, and we took a lot of measurements in which we will only focus today on the physical activity durations, light, moderate, and vigorous activity. So the results allowed us to conclude that, for example, all the participants responded that they were sleeping poorly, and healthy participants were showing some trembling according to the anxiety and depression answers to the questionnaires. And here we can relate this to the TechROS. So on one side we have the sleeping poorly and the trembling, and on the other side we can relate this by a Spearman correlation with the light and the light plus fair activities measured by the TechROS. And we did the same for the memory, in which all the participants were forgetting where things are kept, some healthy participants forgetting to do some planned things, and some other participants with mild disease, were forgetting to tell somebody something important. So we can do the same. And basically about the TechROS, we correlated the fair and vigorous, the vigorous, and also the fair and vigorous with all these three questionnaires. So concluding that we could find a correlation with the measurements we took from the TechROS, which were passively collected and non-intrusive. We were not asking the participant, to do anything. And this was highly correlated to a validated scale, in this case for memory and anxiety or depression. And now about the applicability. So in the future, we are now starting to apply this same method to a study in which we will focus the behavior changes preceding the dementia state. So we will apply the pros, we will apply the TechROS, and we will apply and evaluate the conclusions that we took from the first study. So this is my presentation for today. And you can also find here the reference for the article with all the study.